But other than that, my battery for the camera's down. I'll upload this, post it. But that Australian video is what I used as a baseline, and then maybe there's something added in my video. At least there are more visuals, so I hope that helps. Quick video just to help a forum member from what I remember, as they have a rad fan failure on a Volvo V50 that is opposite to what I had. I spoke about it and posted it on Instagram, but let me just go over this because it'll be quicker than pictures or explaining. So the purists will get pissed off at this one, but it is far easier on a Volvo P1 Airbox. You see I got two of these pieces here. This was already broken off by the previous owner, but I've seen these in the past, and breaking this one off makes it a breeze to get this out, okay? And it has enough support. You don't need to worry about it, okay? I'm pretty sure this one sat in there too, but I don't have the car to tell you. So that's for airbox removal, okay? That can be a real pain for most people, although it is doable with all the tabs in. So do what you want with that one, but that is the stock V50 airbox there. Now, in terms of being careful, this is a Dorman unit with the new one. I have the, what do you call it? Rad over there from the Volvo, so I'll show you how it works. But it's actually a lot more simple. I remember there being only one screw or maybe none at all. But you see these plastic tabs on the Dorman? And be careful not to break them when you're shimmying this in and out. Obviously the old one, it doesn't matter. And just to give a bit more background for people who don't know, this module can fail in different ways, okay? It can either decide to stop working. In this person's case, it's working all the time, but then again, there's could be a relay problem or something else. They're still working on it, but I won't go into too much detail because I just want to show the tabs for this particular case for that person. Okay, so see, here's how the rad sits inside your car. That down there, and this down here, you want to be careful not to break them. So don't push too hard. I remember I almost pushed too hard and broke those when I was trying to get it in, because it is a bit of a tight fit. But still, nothing is as annoying as Audi tight fit stuff. So where's the tabs? Okay, look here. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, this part went towards the top. So this sat in here. No. It was this way. Okay, so maybe I don't have enough of the car to show you properly, but here's the main thing. I remember these tabs go in and out a bit possibly, and these little hook things on the rad fan, also be careful of them to see if they don't touch something. And I remember you have a little bit of coolant loss. I'm not sure if this was necessary, but I remember it made it easier for me. So you can see that's the lower rad hose. Up here there's a little like vent hose, and it's just a hose clamp. I took it off, slid it off. Might have had some coolant loss, I think. But this made it a lot easier not to damage stuff, I remember. It was a long time ago, so I can't tell you for sure what it was. You could probably do it without it. But taking that off helped me, I remember. Other than that, there was nothing really major there. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I think I figured it out. I'll keep this all uncut for this video. You can skip through it if you want. But you see the tabs? So they sit in here on the rad when it's in your car. Obviously you can't see it this clearly. It's a bit tough to film this. Come on. Okay, let's get that there. Okay, well, you guys can tell, okay? That's where it sits. I'm trying to hold the camera in a way and show you too. And then, okay, yeah, all right. Here, maybe I'll do a quick edit here. I'll just turn this here and show you guys. Look, this is where you got to be careful not to break plastic. Come on, lighting. Bitch. Okay. You see this piece here? Actually, that was good that it felt like that. Alright, let me zoom there. Okay, you see this? This is what you can break if it's brittle, because if it clicks in here. Okay, you see that there? That arm there clicks into here. That's what holds it. There's no screws holding on the rad fan on this car. So just be careful when you're working, because you got to go side to side. I remember this, okay? If you try to push everything down and align it all at once, and the other side isn't careful, you could snap and break stuff. I didn't. This is the same rad. This is exactly what I pulled out of the car. So this bends a little bit on its way out to get it out. And you got to push this in, but try to push it in as minimally as possible in case so that it doesn't break when you're taking it out. So you can see it's very possible to do it even on an old Canadian one healthily. As you can see, even on the other side, what I have is intact. So it's got these two hook clippers, one more time, okay, that sit in these two grooves, which come straight up and out. Just align those, and then those two. So the stuff at the bottom, it really doesn't touch anything. I'm pretty sure the weight of the actual module just holds this thing together here. And yeah, then it's just got the one plug, which, I mean, if you've made it this far, you should know how those plugs work. It's plug and play, no Vita, no BS required. Here, yeah, let me just try to show you guys the underside of this in case there's... Yeah, see, look at the underside there. Okay, yeah. Okay, no, actually this is kind of important. I'll zoom in a little bit here. This is where it gets tricky because there's 6 points essentially. There's the 2 click points and the 2 at the top. So for my battery runs out, you see these here? You see the rad fan down there? You see that little arm needs to sit in here. So just use a flashlight, make sure that little piece sits in here, everything else is aligned, and you're good to go.